Another day in the USA, just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans, clean money, I count stacks with these.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Giants. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Manning now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From midfield, here's Manning. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. Manning now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On play action. Now Manning. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Green 80. Green 80. Move.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12.
Green 80.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Shotgun now for Manning. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rolling to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Sheldon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Green 80. Green 80. Move.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Green 80. Green set.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Green 80. Green 80. Green set.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, pull down. Green 80. Green 80. Green set.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run that sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing the fight. Let's get it. Set. Green 80. Set.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On play action, it's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Manning now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Zebra. Regular. Hey, gun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now he'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Green 80. Green 80. Hey, spread left. Spread left. Green is left.
Bortles to throw on second down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go. Let's go. Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Green is set.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Green 80. Green 80.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Green 80. Green is set.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
4 down. 4 down. Green 80. Green 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
That is right. Green 80. Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a give to Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Manning now to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The 13 yards that time at a first.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken what the defense will give him.
Manning now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff to Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on third down, Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Bortles now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Green 80. 73, 73.
Bortles now on first down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now Bortles again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. He can't get him down. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Manning now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 6 yards away. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, gang? Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with a get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit your back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they one ride down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top notch. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like, but you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Derek ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like, but you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere. Tell them you don't need nothing. Yup, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread or fake there. The bit to hate that. 50 million a year dot to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther week to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Gray and hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me? I said, yeah, I got the.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Manning to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 44 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down is Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go.
The toss out to Barkley. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They're at 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Manning. Finds Beckham complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Manning to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cody Latimer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants. On second down, here's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I thought they did a really nice job stringing it out and not allowing him to turn upfield, knocked him out for no gain. I think if you're going to go outside in this situation, keep it in the hands of your quarterback. Give him some options. Run it, pass it, pitch it. Just something to have a chance to get into the end zone.
He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bortles to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
73.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Lucy. Hank.
On second down, here's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Connor Barwin able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
11.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flush to his right. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Hey, spread right, snap.
On play action, now Bortles. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and, of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, you know, the top 5, it's good to have David Johnson back, Le'Veon Bell, of course, Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take #1 in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top 2 picks. Johnson missed all of last season with a wrist injury, and with potentially a rookie quarterback there and a little bit of a rebuild, he may get more work than he can possibly handle. Todd Gurley was a beast for L.A. last year, running it and catching it. But how about a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley with the Giants? I think he'll get a ton of touches. And Alvin Kamara, he showed what he could do last year, both running it and catching it.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Manning to throw once more. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40 on the crossing route. Complete. That's Lee. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy, Lucy. Move.
Bortles now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go, let's go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
372.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Going for it. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, 26 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 77 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
They'll run with Barkley. And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Giants on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Manning. But it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lucy. Move.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Bortles got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And some room to roam now. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 104 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Giants. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Bortles going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback.
He's got a man complete. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the I. He's going to get it running right. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need to pad the walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little drag.